It's the Gear Tester here, and welcome to my review of the original SOE Gear Compact Tear-Off Med Pouch. I want to give you a close-up look at how the original SOE Compact Tear-Off Med Pouch attaches to their cop rig that I've got AK-74 mags running in right now. You've got this strap with a buckle here that pops off, and the tear-off med pouch is still attached. Tear it off, you can see they've got Velcro here on either side of this, right there, Velcro, and then it opens up. And I'll give you an example of all the contents I have in it. It comes empty, it does not come stock. But just to show you how this attaches there, just Velcro with this great little strap system. It's really easy to tear off, but it is extremely secure once you've got it cinched down and pulled tight. So there you go. That's how the original SOE Compact Tear-Off Med Pouch attaches to their rigs. So if you get a rig that comes with this system, that's how it's going to attach. There are two ways you can purchase the Compact Tear-Off Med Pouch. And you can either buy a rig like I did that comes with this excellent little medical pouch, or you can buy the pouch individually. If you buy the pouch individually, it's not just the pouch that you're purchasing. It's my understanding that you're purchasing a MOLLE attachment system that looks just like this, that attaches directly to a MOLLE system, giving you this webbing platform. And I believe it takes up 2 rows or 2 panels, depending on how you place it on your MOLLE equipment. So if you had a rig like this that was set up, like this universal rig that I have here, and you wanted to put this on there, you would buy this and the back panel. It's going to run you about $65 for the Compact Tear-Off Med Pouch and the mounting platform there. And then you would have MOLLE on this side, and you'd match that MOLLE up with this and attach it there. And then this would attach there and lock down. So if you have like a battle belt or a backpack or some other MOLLE load-bearing system that you want to run this Compact Tear-Off Med Pouch on, you can do that. You can buy it individually. Again, that's going to run you about $65 depending on the coloration you want. It's going to come with that back panel. You can also purchase additional, for around $20, $25, additional panels like this that would go on other gear. So you could have one of these, and if you had a couple pieces of gear, maybe a belt, maybe a chest rig or something, and you just want to have one set of medical equipment, you could just run it on it, and then if you just decided to wear your belt or the rig, you'd be able to switch your med pouch off without having to have multiple pouches. So you can buy the mounting system. You can also buy this so that it mounts vertically or horizontally. So be careful as you order that you get the one that you're being intentional about, the one you want. On those options. Just be careful if you go to Original SOE Gear's website. And I'll leave their website down below in the description of this video so that you can go right to their website, right to the place where you can purchase these. Now I want to give you a look at the actual pouch now. We've talked about how it attaches and different ways to attach it to gear, or different ways to buy it either individually or with one of their rigs. But I just want to first of all have you look at the stitching. This stitching is so overbuilt and overdone. It is awesome. And that's one of the reasons I buy Original SOE Gear products, is because they're excellent. Their attention to detail and the time and energy they put into making their gear, it's the best because of the time and attention to detail they put into it. Other companies make good gear, but I'm really impressed with the quality and the attention to detail that Original SOE puts into their product. So we open it up like so, and that gets these first 2 wings or flaps that come up, and now we open these 2. And you can see here I have a number of medical supplies in this pouch. Now, I'm not qualified to really tell you guys how to use this stuff. And I haven't done a lot of medical training, so I'm not even going to try and do that. I'm just going to tell you what I've put in this rig, in this little med pouch. First, on this side, I have a tourniquet, and it's just attached with a little piece of shock cord or bungee cord. It is a Softy W Generation 3 tourniquet. I've set it up for a leg. I can just pull it tighter if it needs to go on an arm. It's attached because it has these little MOLLE panels, just one row there on either side, so you could attach different things there. You can see here I've got a needle for using to create a decompression if there is a buildup of air around the heart or lungs that are creating a problem on the person's breathing or causing them to have a collapsed lung. This will open that up. I wouldn't know how to do that. I've tried to watch some videos and figure out how to do it. It's really disgusting to me, but keep in mind here that I'm not carrying this med kit. See how much red there is on this thing? Okay, I'm not carrying this to be used on somebody else. I would certainly allow somebody else's life to be saved with it. But the reason red is on it, and the reason I'm carrying it, is so that it can be used on me. So I want the people on my team, maybe a stranger that comes up and sees that I've been hurt or wounded, to know that this is a med kit. So the red is good. So I don't need to know how to use every one of these items perfectly, because somebody might around me. But if they don't have these items, they might not be able to save my life. The next item, and this is a simpler item to understand and use, is just a compression bandage. It's an H bandage, and it's going to allow compression onto a wound. As you tighten it down, there's a plastic H here, and you tighten the either side of the bandage around it, and it cinches down. This little deal here goes in your nose and keeps your airway open if you are passed out. Okay, if you're unconscious, there's some lube there. Somebody can put that down. Helps you stay conscious if you're having a hard time breathing and so conscious. This will help open up your airway. And the last thing I've included here, just the Zpac Dressing. Okay, so these two in combination are going to help stop blood flow. The Turnix is going to help stop blood flow. This is going to open up my airway. This is going to keep a sucking chest wound or some other problem that creates a backlog of air around my heart and pushing my lungs is going to help open that up. That's the stuff that I've put in here. You can put whatever you want in your compact tear-off med pouch. But that's the stuff, as I've read and tried to understand what tend to go into individual first aid kits, IFAKs, or go into what's called a ventilated operator kit or a blowout kit. These seem to be the items that are being included, so I've included them in mine. Again, I don't have a lot of medical training, but a lot of my friends who do have medical training, and that I go, like just today, I was out shooting with my friend, just graduated from med school and is doing his residency, and he doesn't have any medical equipment with him, but he has all the know-how. And so my goal is to produce the situation where if I got hurt or somebody else got hurt, I have at least the equipment, the tools that can be used by somebody, a nurse, an EMT, somebody that could do that. And I've actually started tearing this off and taking it with me when I go on trips, when I'm riding around in town and when I'm on road trips, just so I have a little bit of medical equipment to be used in a situation like a car accident or something else like that. So that's the original SOE compact tear-off med pouch. I would highly recommend it to you. I think it's a great piece of equipment. I'm really glad that I bought this rig from Original SOE and that they incorporated this medical kit, because it kind of got me focused and paying attention to the kinds of things that I should have on me, a medical kit that could help save my life. And if you're going to carry weapons and you're going to carry ammunition that can take a life, I would hate to make a mistake or have somebody else make a mistake and not be able to save somebody's life, or be hurt and somebody really want to be able to save my life but not have the equipment that they needed to save my life. So if you're going to carry weapons, if you're going to carry tools that can take life, I think it's important also to value life enough to provide tools to save life in the event of an emergency. You're probably going to have way more opportunities to save a life than you are going to need to take a life in order to save lives. So I think the compact tear-off med pouch is a great piece of gear, whether you get it on one of their rigs or whether you purchase it individually. It comes highly recommended from me, TheGearTester. Thank you very much for your views and your subscriptions. If you want to go purchase this, remember that in the description of this video, I will have a link to Original SOE Gear's website and a link to this particular item on their website. This is TheGearTester signing off.